Hey everybody, this is the midweek meta report. Every Monday I do a budget decks list, a couple of decks below 5,000 dust, but tonight we're going to talk about everything that's happening on the ladder right now. All ladders. We're talking about bronze, gold. We're going to talk about legend. We're also going to talk about some cards that are being played, and I think we might have a problem. But first, I want to talk about this. This popped up just a few minutes ago. Zeddy and Corbett are saying that if you are planning on playing the Heroic Wild Tavern Brawl, don't on any level hackers are present. Now, this is one indication. Supposedly Corbett, when you're going through his feed, he said that he's fought the same bot, he believes, twice now, maybe even longer. I mean, this is an hour ago or what have you. So just be careful. The Tavern Brawl, the Heroic Tavern Brawl, regardless if it's standard or wild, I'm not hugely sold on it. And there's others that think it's just a, cash grab or whatnot, or gold grab, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, just be careful. If you're playing it, just know what you're getting into, know what you're spending, know how difficult it is to, get all the wins that you need to make your gold back. So that's it. Done ranting on here. Let's go over what's happening in the meta this week. So first of all, and you see in the thumbnail, I'm saying I think we have a problem, and I'll show you exactly, but Paladin is up there again. Paladin just has no signs of stopping the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, past couple of months. It's been pretty heavy. While as a budget player, you're eating good. You have a lot of options to play below 1,000 dust, and you can win a lot of games doing that. It's just super oppressive in certain places. And then Warlock, Druid, Shaman, this is pretty good. I'm fine with 5 different classes being above 50%, and then Rogue is just way down. Listen, we saw Warrior back in the day. Warrior's got some good stuff. It doesn't represent here on the win rates, but Warrior had a beating for quite a while now, so maybe it's Rogue's turn. I don't know. I have some people are telling me that Rogue is still giga busted. It just depends on what you're playing. Let's go over some of the classes right now. So like I said, last 7 days, bronze through gold, there's a lot of options here. Let's go to the tier list first. I think that's the biggest indicator that there might be an issue. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is look at how many tier 1 decks you have bronze through gold. There's a lot. Tier 2 is even just huge. 57% is at tier 2. 61% Flood Paladin right now. And if Flood and Hand Buff are right there, they're very close to each other. If you're playing Hand Buff and you don't like it, just swap it out with Flood. They're not huge, huge differences of cards. You should be able to make both decks with under 5,000 dust, in my opinion. And then listen, Pain Warlock is, it's pain. It hurts fighting it, and it hurts losing to it. And then Elemental Mage, we've talked about this. Elemental Mage is amazing if you're a budget player, but we're not talking about that. Elemental Shaman, Pirate Shaman, Evolve Shaman. That's something that I was excited to see again. I talked about it like 2-3 weeks ago that I think there's going to be something good with Evolve coming up, and it would be higher in the win rates, and then it dipped down the week afterwards. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a lot of options here if you're playing Hearthstone where you don't have to play the same 4 decks. And we've had situations, in certain, years or certain cycles that you had 4 decks or you weren't really winning any games. And I love how much variety we have. So I am not complaining that way. To go through some of the... Oh, look, and we'll go to Legend too. So that was Bronze through Gold. Legend, look, Pain Warlock, Hand Buff, Zarimi Priest is up there. That's because it's so expensive. You got to be a Legend player to play Zarimi Priest because it's expensive. And then Evolve right there. Evolve is showing up. So I think Evolve is going to get a lot more play as we see things going on. We got the mini set in like a month, I think it is. Maybe even less than a month. And then Diamond, look, Diamond, you have Pain, you have Hand Buff, you have Zarimi. It's all the same thing. Razzle Death Knight keeps on popping up. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. It's not Excavate, it's not Rainbow, it's not, Plague. That's the Death Knights I like playing. It's a good deck. It's just, play styles. To each their own. And then, yeah, to go over the classes, and we're just going to look at just Diamond right now, just to throw that out there. Corpsicle, and you got Razzle Death Knight, and you've got Frost Death Knight. Those are good. Listen, Plague is still good when you go bronze through gold. Plague will not have a problem playing the game. You're not going to go all the way up on the food chain, but you know, you're going to win some games. Let's see, go to Diamond again. Pirate, Pain, Shopper, Demon Hunter. So I'm noticing that Shopper went up, and then some of the Pirate Demon Hunters are actually experimenting with the Shopper card in Pirate Demon Hunter. So I love that the meta changes so much, and these cards just get switched out here and there, and then you just start seeing these movements or what have you. It's pretty cool. Pirate Demon Hunter was going way up when the expansion first launched, and then it went down, and then it's back up again. So I love the fluctuation. I'm a fan of this. Druid's just doing Druid things. Dragon, Highlander, Concierge is still strong. You can't beat that. Yeah, look at that. When you're going bronze to gold, when you're going to gold, Concierge is a little bit lower, but yeah, you can go to silver. Let's see. Yeah, silver, Concierge, Highlander, Dragon. That's huge. You have multiple options. Treant's still there. It's at 50%. 50%. There's not a lot of games, so not a lot of people are playing Treant Druid right now. Bronze through gold, yeah, not even very much in bronze through gold. And then Hunter. Hunter's expensive. That's the only thing I can say about Hunter. Hunter's a good class. I know that there's some, you know, some of the Hunter mains on social media are going, yeah, it's broken right now. It's not really good. But look, Secret Hunter could get you there, bronze through gold. Go to Diamond, Secret Hunter's still going to get you there. Breakfast Hunter's there. Spell Token is there. When we go to Legend, same thing. Hunter is not bad. Like I said, the only thing that I'm seeing is Hunter is expensive. Mage right now, you know, going any higher, so let's just go to Diamond with Mage. It's really just Elemental Mage. Spell Mage is not that great. It's not as great as some of the other classes right now. So listen, you've got Elemental, and then whatever you can throw together. My wife threw together a deck of Mage cards, and she's winning so many games. So you can do it here. Paladin, we talked about Paladin. Paladin, I think there's an issue. I think we should have maybe a little bit of a balance adjustment. Maybe the mini set will help, but just hand buff, flood, mining, they're all up there. It's all across the board. So go through bronze through gold, you see it. It's just crazy there. And then you go all the way to legend. What do we have here? It's the same thing. Now, do I think it's oppressive? No, because you have so many options that you can play right now. But Paladin's been number 1 or number 2 for months now. And, you know, when you're able to play this deck for multiple months, it's just, you know, what are we going to do here? Are we going to have a Paladin, you know, a Paladin-centric mode for the next couple of months? I don't know. I don't hate Paladin. I love Paladin. It's one of my favorite classes, so I am not complaining, but it's just, I know that if you do not like playing Paladin or playing against Paladin, yeah, you're probably seeing it, you know, worse than others. Priest we talked about. There's Zarimi, and then there's aggro. There's this aggro thing popping up in the past week or two. I haven't seen it being played. I haven't played as many games as I would like to this past couple of days and everything, but I'm looking around for some people playing aggro Priest so I can see what it's about, and I'm not really seeing anything there. That was in Legend, and then let's just go to Platinum just to make things easier for Priest. Yeah, Priest is just Zarimi. So there's nothing really else out there that I would want to play. You know, when I'm looking at these, I'm taking this obviously with a grain of salt, but I love looking at this to say, hey, if I want to play Priest, that sounds like the class I'm going to play today, because that's what I'm interested in doing. Because I'm not jamming games just to like, oh, let me get the Legend. Trust me, I'm not doing that. I'm just like, what do I feel like in the mood to play at the time? And, you know, above 50% win rate would have me playing it. So I'm looking at the other ones wherever I am on the ladder, and I'm be like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother that time. It's just not going to happen. Rogue is not doing good. You can see it here. So let's go bronze through gold just to make sure we're looking at things. There's not one above 50% win rate bronze through gold. And look at this. 42%, 43%, 34%. There's just nothing there for Rogue. As we go to Diamond, let's just move it up. Actually, yeah, let's go to Platinum right now. So let's go to Rogue and Platinum. Same thing. There's nothing there. As we go, let's just go to Legend. Let's just do it. Let's go to Legend. Is there anything? There's Pain Rogue at 50.3%. I would imagine with only 910 games. Yeah, it's that Rogue needs some help. Maybe everybody's just tired of playing with Shadow Step. Just kidding. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Shaman. Shaman has multiple options. I love the fact that Evolve is right there, front and center. I was excited that Evolve is fun. I mean, some people don't like the randomness, but if you don't like random, if you don't like RNG, why are you playing Hearthstone? That's all I have to say. Look, Evolve is straight up awesome right here as well. And then as you go through, let's just do bronze through gold to see where Shaman is. Yeah, if you're playing Shaman right now, you're doing good. You know, Evolve was very, very prevalent the past couple of seasons, and then it disappeared, went away. I think right after Festival of Legends, it's kind of like passed to the wayside. But I love that it's back, and I also love, look at this, Elemental Shaman also. We've had an Elemental Rogue, we've had Elemental Mage. Elementals are the thing right now. Looking at Warlock is not making any changes, any adjustments. It's Pain, Insanity, it's Hand Warlock. You know, listen, Sludge is kind of like not as great as it used to be. It's not a bad deck, it's not a bad archetype, but it's just not as prevalent as it used to be right now. So Insanity and Pain, those are the two archetypes that you're playing if you're playing Warlock. Insanity and Pain. Across the board, all the way through the ladder, you can see that. And then Warrior, listen, Warrior has a little bit of an issue right now. And I'm saying that only because, listen, the only good Warrior deck right now is the ones that are super, super expensive. Odin or Highlander's right there. I love Highlander Warrior. I think it's amazing. The new signature cards that came out, if I had to get one of those sets and only one of them, and who am I kidding? I'm getting all of them. But anyway, it's going to be Warrior because I'm playing, you know, Highlander Warrior a little bit. I love those cards, and it's just not doing great. You know, go to Diamond, and I bet you'll see the same thing. Yeah, same thing here. Taunt Warrior. Taunt Warrior is a fun deck to play, but it doesn't win games. You could tell this. 600 games in the past 7 days. Now, 600 ranked games through hsreplay.net. I love you, hsreplay.net. So it's not a full and all-encompassing, you know, this is exactly what's being played, but it's showing you something. You know, 27,000 to 600. What's being played right now, you know? But yeah, Highlander is not catching any breaks. Warrior's not catching any breaks. So between Warrior and Rogue, yeah, if you're a Rogue or a Warrior main, you are not having that much fun right now. I hope you can have fun. I hope this game makes you have as much fun playing the game, regardless of what classes. Remember, it's not where you win or lose. It's whether you see the randomness coming up in the game. We're also going to talk about cards. We're also going to talk about what's being popular right now. I'm going to just go, like I said, last 7 days. I'm going to go to Legend. I want to see how Ziliax is doing. This is a Ziliax tracker. Right now, it's at 53.7%. So it went down a little bit. I'm assuming that it went down a little bit because of the nerfs. You know, that nerf that happened like 2 weeks ago or what have you. I guess that brought it down a little bit. But listen, you know, Ziliax you have to pay for. Gorgonzormu you don't have to get. You can get the golden copy if you're playing, you know, using the Tavern Pass or what have you. Marin the Manager and Yogg Saron. Those are the 4 main legendaries that are in most of the decks right now. It makes super, super sense because Gorgonzormu is amazing. Marin, I did not think it was that good. I apologize to everybody. I was like, yeah, Marin, it's okay. It's an okay card. No, it's pretty broken. You know what else is fun about this card? Playing this with Highlander Warrior and getting to pick 2 of them. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. And then Yogg. Yogg has been around since Titan. Took a dip a couple of weeks ago. You know, there was probably like 2 months where you didn't see a lot of them. And now, look at this. 32% of Legend decks. Percentage of decks in the Legend ladder, if you will. Tide Pool still must be stopped. I think it's a busted card. I think it's broken. I've mentioned that before. Miracle Salesman is just doing what it normally does in Gift Wrapped Whelp. Puppet Master Dorian. That makes no sense, but I could be wrong on that. Remember, this is Legend, and I'm not Legend. Let's go to Platinum to see how things are. Ziliax, Gorgonzormu, Marin, Yogg, perfect. Reno is right there, 16% high. And then ETC and Puppet Master. Okay, I could see Puppet Master now that I'm thinking of it. I haven't seen a lot of decks playing it. I haven't seen a lot of like streams or videos, you know, with that card being played. Maybe a couple here and there, but I kind of get it. You know, there's a lot of minions that you would want to get a 1/1 cost copy of that. Yeah. And then going through bronze through gold, you're gonna see a lot of the same thing. You got Ziliax, Gorgon Zormu, Marin, Yogg, Marigold. It's almost the same exact thing. There's a lot more elementals in here. And you know what? I would imagine that the elementals, because they're so cheap and they're so good, the value from this card and the value from this card, they're amazing. So I can understand why they're being in there, especially the bronze through gold. That's it. That's really all I need to talk about today. I appreciate the comments, that if you're liking, the midweek meta report, I'd like to do it every week. I didn't see anything last week. Maybe I'll do it every other week. Maybe I'll do it when the meta's exciting. I don't know. I think the meta's exciting. I think when you're looking at it and you see all of these classes represented to where you can sit there and jam anything, and there's so many tier 2s above 50%. There's so many tier 1s as you go bronze through gold, especially, for a new player or someone just starting out or doesn't have a lot of dust in their collection. There's a lot of cool options for you. There's a lot of variety, and I like that. I don't want to play Hearthstone where it's like, hey, you're playing 4 decks or you're not winning games. You know what I mean? And I bet you more people feel that way as well. Let me know what you think of the video, of the, what is your favorite deck that you're playing right now. I'd love to hear your feedback. And then, of course, liking and commenting, all that fun stuff. And I am done rambling about Hearthstone. I will see you in the next video.